Hello, everybody. This is Movies on Our Minds. A little mini return. We are building up. It's been almost like a year. I think the last review I did was Dunkirk. Did any of y'all do Dunkirk?
That was not Movies on Our Mind.
No,
I did.
Last one I did was Spider-Man.
I know that.
Spider-Man XD.
Spider-Man. I remember Stephon from that too.
Yeah.
But I forgot anybody. But anyway, it's been almost a year. Again, revamping, small but short. Because originally it's supposed to be a podcast, but we still want to show y'all, our energy with this. So we're going to start off small, but work our way back to the top. All right. And I still want to introduce everybody. I'm going to start off with Kevin.
Hello, I'm back again. I think the last movie I did, was that Triple X Return of the
I have no idea what. I just remembered my last one was Dunkirk. That was it. I could be something else actually, but I don't remember.
I remember that was one of my last ones.
Yeah. So you doing good, Kevin?
Yeah.
That's cool. I want to go to Stephon next. Stephon, how you doing?
I'm good.
Stephon, what was the last movie we saw?
We did Spider-Man. Disney.
No, and what was the last movie we saw?
We just saw. The one and only Black Panther.
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah.
Coincidentally.
Yeah. Good stuff. That's what we're going to talk about, right?
That is what we're going to talk about.
One of the many things we're going to talk about.
And that's why I'm going to lead you last to introduce because, oh my gosh,
You see the mug?
T'Challa is here, you guys.
Yeah, T'Challa is here. No, my name is Rabon Hutcherson. Love the film, worked on the film, and here to talk about the film.
Awesomeness. So, guys, first things first, let's just jump into what did y'all think of the film? Okay, go ahead.
As
Kevin.
a giant Marvel fan I am, I was ecstatic to see a film get kind of like the same type of praise that some of the classics like Citizen Kane got back in the day, or Gone with the Wind. So I like that. They said it elevated the superhero genre, which it did because it actually did focus on developing characters, putting them at the forefront and all that, because we actually connected with several characters, not just one, not just the protagonist or the main antagonist. So there was that. And I actually say that when I went, I actually felt like this was the right step in superhero films being taken as serious media or cinema, I should say.
Yeah.
Where they can get recognized at the big awards and stuff. Kind of like how Logan had got that nomination at the Oscars for writing first. And let me tell you, it makes me very ecstatic. So I am glad to see that the sky's the limit now for nerd culture.
Interesting. So you like the tone of it? You liked how Marvel wasn't so heavy on the comedy, because they love to throw humor in their films.
Okay.
I felt like the comedy came natural. It wasn't like, I don't know.
Was there even any comedy? Like I thought.
Shuri. Colonizers. Shuri was
But for me, the movie wasn't as fun as, say, Thor Ragnarok was.
But Thor Ragnarok was probably the most fun.
Yeah,
that's what I'm getting at.
But
Thor Ragnarok and the first Avengers actually felt like I'm going to a comic book film. Because I feel like I was actually entering the pages of comic books that I used to read back in the day.
Yeah.
With this one, not so much. Probably because there's so much politics involved, and that
the movie itself had politics.
That's what I'm saying. But the structure of it, I felt went more towards an actual drama than comedy.
A drama told with comic book characters. I could agree with that.
Right. Yeah. Which is why I was happy because as I said, this was probably going to connect with more people, not just nerds in general. Right. And that is something that we need. I just wish there was a little bit more fun, just a little bit more.
But I think that's a consequence of going more drama than Logan couldn't have been fun.
No, but you knew the tone going into that. You knew that this was based off of old man Logan.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was
you didn't know it was going to be deathly.
Yeah.
Hey, I had fun with Logan.
I mean, I
let me tell you, what's his name? Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
I did not know he could be that funny.
Yeah,
I did not know.
And see, old man Logan did have his funny parts, but when people start talking about I want so much fun in the movie, but let it be just natural funny. Don't just try to be
it wasn't
funny.
Forced.
These kind of corny jokes and just
Panther was.
Yeah, just have natural humorous moments. Even Logan had his natural humorous moments, but no one's gonna say that Logan was a funny movie. It was fun.
No.
It was hot. No, it was a very kind of somber movie, but it did have its funny moments.
What did you think of Black Panther?
I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought the fight scenes could have been better. I mean, from actually working on the film and seeing and working with the stunt team and everything.
I am so glad you said that.
Seeing some of the fights and seeing some of the moves. I mean, I feel like those could have been a whole lot better. Kind of fall back on the CGI and put more actual fighting because it has more weight behind it when you see the characters getting down. The final. Well, this is spoilers. I mean, it's the second week
we've
out.
all seen this movie.
You haven't seen it now. Don't watch this. This does have spoilers. But
no, you can watch it. Just understand what you're gonna get into.
You're gonna get spoilers.
You don't want this
But,
spoiled.
Look, I'm sorry. People need to stop tripping about spoilers. They are not that bad.
I mean,
Baroque.
I'll still see a movie with spoilers, but
Absolutely still see a movie with spoilers.
But the big fight scene with Killmonger and T'Challa down in the vibranium field and everything like that, with the whole suits lighting up with CGI. I mean, like I was telling Baruch earlier, it starts to borderline on Green Lantern's CGI suit almost. Not as bad. I'll say that. But when you start seeing all this CGI light up around the suit, it's I don't know.
I accepted it. I didn't think it was actually ruining the experience.
I mean, it's when if you were like actually there, like one thing.
So what was it like on set? Like, how did it seem?
Because it's this one move that you see Panther that you see Panther do right before he gets hit by the Rhino. He's like running up. He's like kind of running up a hill. He runs up to a guy. He kind of kicks a guy, flips off his chest, and then kicks the other guy. He lands, and then he gets hit by the Rhino. That's how it looks, in the film. When you're actually there, obviously he's not getting hit by a Rhino or anything like that. But when he does that on film, the whole move where he runs up the guy's chest, kicks him, flips, kicks the other guy, it looks CGI on the film. But the guy actually did that. It wasn't Chadwick Boseman. It was a stunt guy. Danny Graham. He's cold. But he actually did that, like right there. You see him do it. But when you see it on film, I don't know, with the editing, it looks CGI.
So,
and it's like...
the background. Well, what he's saying is if they had worked the camera, since, we're in
work
film,
the editing or whatever.
If they'd worked those moments and didn't do so much to include the background and the scenery for the film, like the battlefield itself, they could have had it more isolated. The fight itself more isolated and not be a victim of the surrounding CGI.
Speaking of CGI, when they went to the ancestral plane, did y'all feel as if it was too green screen or like was it imaginary?
I think it was supposed to be a
that.
certain degree of imaginary. I mean, the Panthers could have been more Panther-like, less CG, but I mean, it was supposed to be a purple sky. It was supposed to be. Dude was on shrooms.
But I'm talking about something like
he was tripping on Earth.
It was a psychedelic.
But what if it was something to where like they actually? This could be like a little nitpick, but that goes to the CGI and the green screen. It's like, what if they actually went to a place that actually had mountains or something like that, and the only sunset? Yeah, and that's probably the only thing you would have to green screen is a sunset or a purple sky or something like that. It would have been. It's kind of like when you compare Lord of the Rings to The Hobbit. Which series is more CGI?
The Hobbit. The Hobbit. I feel like they didn't go anywhere but a.
I can't say because I haven't finished Lord of the Rings yet. I'm on the last disc finally.
Just watch one Lord of the Rings and one Hobbit.
I saw the first two films and I saw the first half of Return to King. I'm on the last disc, but they're all so long that I just don't have time. It's all your fault for not having the theatrical versions. So
I want to watch the theatrical version.
Honestly, I really feel like we're getting a little off topic, but just to explain real quickly, I feel like someone who's new to Lord of the Rings, you should show them the theatrical versions first so they can actually get into.
You said we're off topic. How'd you go back to that?
Yeah, you did.
Because he just wanted to make this point right quick, and then we're gonna get back on Black Panther.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to make this point real quickly. I think you should have the actual version for people to actually follow along what's happening, not on the dialogue, but just the story itself, and get into it, and let them see the extra stuff later on, so then they can be into it more. Because let me tell you, I get lost when I'm watching this stuff go down. I'm all like, when is Frodo and Sam gonna show up again? Oh my gosh!
The next movie. Part 2.
I meant in the disc. Okay, going back to what you're talking about with the CGI and stuff, is all like, actually, I didn't have a problem with that, because don't forget, this film was shot here in Atlanta and other places, and not in Africa. So
Africa.
You don't need to go to Africa to find the best mountains.
We were out in Fairburn.
Why are you saying mountains? I would prefer plains and stuff in the wilds of Africa.
But the point is, you could have found a natural
for that
spot.
one shot. He wanted them to have Kilimanjaro as the background.
Because then even then, when they went back to the ancestral plane, the second time when he was about to die, but then he was under the snow, it was like daytime. It's just like, it looks like a great, beautiful screensaver to me. So it's like, that's why it doesn't pull me in.
I felt like in that scene right there, when he went back the second time, I don't know how familiar y'all are with the actual comic of Black Panther, but when he goes to the ancestral plane and he speaks to Panthers of the past, you see like a cool image of former Black Panthers, like, going back from 20 years, 100 years, 1,000 years. You see this whole line of them, as opposed to just seeing, like, I don't know, maybe some old people in tribal wear. And I felt like if he would have just kind of had like, I don't know, just shown those Black Panthers from the past, like that would have been a lot cooler.
The real ancestors.
Because the meteorite landed in Wakanda centuries ago, so
thousands of years ago.
When I looked it up, it just said centuries, so I just thought it meant like at least 500 years.
True.
No, because the movie.
I'm saying the movie said centuries.
Oh,
did it?
Yeah,
I thought it said
when I looked it up. Like you
I'd have to watch it, but I could have sworn like
I saw dinosaurs in there.
Yeah, I don't know dinosaurs, but it lands like thousands of years ago before people really settled, and then Wakanda's like the tribes settled on the land. But that meteorite fell long before humans were around.
Okay.
Yeah, in the comics, and I think arguably, I think in the film, but
Oh,
in the comics, it fell long before.
Now.
Yeah.
But also, someone brought up about the second time he went to an ancestral plane, because don't forget that was after Killmonger went and they burned the plants and all that, right?
Which
and
I hate it.
I know. I don't get to say that part. Oh my god.
Just like a dictator.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but my friend pointed out because of that when he saw his dad the second time, T'Challa, he said that their planes was burned as well. Did y'all notice that?
I didn't even notice that.
No. What's burned?
Ooh. When he saw his dad the second time, after Killmonger burned their plants and Black Panther was there again,
I noticed
grass and
was
stuff is
different
burned as well.
But no, I didn't notice
that. I noticed it was the daytime. It wasn't like the purple skies. It was more like kind of a daytime dawn setting.
Yeah, but basically he was saying that was pointing towards,
See, that's Ryan Coogler making some magic.
Message.
Cool.
Message.
That was almost like the message of when Killmonger went to the ancestral plane himself. Because when Black Panther went the first time, he was out there in the open with the Panthers, and he was accepting.
That's where he grew up. He grew up in Wakanda.
Right.
He
that
grew
was
up in
his
Africa.
culture.
Yeah, that was
his
his
home.
culture.
But when
Killmonger he went back to his
Oakland.
apartment in Oakland and saw his dad.
But what's even crazier is that outside the windows is the same thing that Black Panther would go to. But it's like
because he's in Wakanda. That's
no,
why.
it's not even that. It's Killmonger could be there, but he's so trapped in this world of what created him, and that's simple things to where Ryan Coogler as a director,
message.
It's like that's how you tell a
that,
visionary story. Or even when Killmonger was about to take the throne and the camera was upside down and it flipped over.
He's turned the throne upside down. I mean, that was a clear thing. It's like when T'Challa does it at the end, it's straight on. It's not upside down. I mean, that was a clear, obvious message right there.
Some people don't get that though.
Subliminals, there's a little thing.
Ooh, subliminal messages are not always good though.
Yeah, I know.
Don't put that out there.
Did you find any bad subliminal messages in this movie?
Well, I don't look for them, so they have to be told to me.
Did you see it? I don't know. You just pointed out something I didn't even notice. I've seen this movie 3 times with the.
But that's because that's what my trainer pointed out to me. But honestly, when I mostly go to see these films, because I mostly go just to see the nerd films, I don't really look for that stuff because I'm just going there to enjoy
the film.
Enjoy what from my childhood. Because I just been waiting for this stuff to come to life in this way. Like when I went to go see Beauty and the Beast, something I have been asking for a long period of time is what does these cartoon movies that I know from my past look like in live action? Can you follow that? So it followed that per se, and I was like, oh my god, thank you so much. So I said the same thing when I see any Marvel film. So like, thank you so much for finally giving me what I lived long enough to see.
Yeah, Iron Man 3 counts.
Yes. Listen, we've already been over this. The only MCU film that I actually dislike is Incredible Hulk. Okay,
there's nothing wrong with Incredible
Hulk.
Which one?
With
I said Edward Norton. There's nothing wrong.
I like that one. I didn't like Ang Lee's Hulk. Edward Norton's Hulk.
Okay, I said only MCU film. That wasn't.
That was the MCU.
I don't know who liked that Hulk.
Well, cool question. What did you think of Killmonger? Let me go to Stephon.
Yeah, you should start with you first and do me last.
Do you?
Killmonger was fine with me. Truthfully, you and probably only other diehard people that have the biggest issue with his representation. Yes. I think his message, within the confines of what they set the message up to be, it wasn't that conflicting. He is a damaged person, first and foremost. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's him, period.
Well, first off, did you like Michael B. Jordan's performance?
Yes.
Okay, now continue with that character. So, before we get anything confused, like
not even no, character performance was fine. Okay. So yeah, there's some characters in the Marvel universe I did not like their portrayal via the character. And that's probably direction that needed to be changed, but we'll get to Spider-Man later. But
Flash Spider-Man up.
Oh,
Flash
okay.
But no, Killmonger, his character was fine. His execution of that character was fine. And I mean, the first surprise for me, and probably the only surprise in his actions, is when he killed his girlfriend. Because I was like, I thought that was
the
gonna be it. I
Black
thought,
Bonnie and Clyde.
I thought that was his Die Hard, and maybe she'd die in the battlefield or something. I thought that was one character. I was like, okay.
Is that a character from the comics? Do you know?
I don't know.
She was
so
just someone for the story. And then, I agree with your point on that. Like, I mean, okay, I can get everything else that you did up until that point. It's like, why did you have to do that?
That's ruthlessly.
That ruthless. Like,
That's why
it went against. That was the one thing to me that would go against his character, because he does have some care for life. For example, that lady at the very beginning of the movie, They could have stuck that up or shot her in the head or whatever. But all the killing was done by everybody else. He didn't kill anybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He even asks, why didn't you kill him here? Why'd you have him over there?
Why'd you kind of play with your food? Like, why'd you play
exactly.
with your teeth?
So that aspect of his character.
I kind of enjoyed that part.
That part was great. I thought that part was hilarious.
What's his name?
Claw.
Claw. He was funny. He was funny.
Yeah. Claw he's probably like the biggest humorous part in this whole entire film.
Yeah.
The more consistent. And I was surprised to see that. But no, I like King Monger. And I don't know, right? I like how from start to finish, minus the part where he killed his girlfriend. But immediately after that, when he brought Claw over, I was like this. I saw that progression, and I saw how that would come together, and I was happy to see that he beat T'Challa the first time around.
Even when he killed one of
Zuri?
Not even Zuri. That makes sense.
Yeah, I get why you killed him.
No, I'm talking about that the girl at the end. He had
Wakanda
for.
You're fighting the war, and then your attackers you had your attacker.
Your attackers weren't even trying to kill you, but I guess that's just Killmonger.
No, the doors would have killed him.
No, they were not trying to kill him.
Honestly, they were
trying to stabilize him and get the necklace.
They was gonna put him up for trial. He probably been executed later.
Yeah,
like that.
But I guess because it's Killmonger, he just loves to kill.
Yeah, he's Killmonger.
Well, didn't he say anybody who at the end he said kill them all anyway? Didn't he?
No, he said no. See, that was my biggest issue. I'm glad he pointed out an example of my issue, but the thing is with Killmonger is I can't get behind him because he's so big on trying to bring Wakanda to the top of the world, because Wakanda has all these sources and they're not sharing it with the world, and the world is breaking down. But you can't try to save the world and kill all these people on your way there, or else there's no one that you can lead or want to follow you.
There'll be no one left in the world.
You don't aspirate followers,
so
because you're not leading by example, or at least not by a good example. You're becoming a tyrant.
Yeah. I mean, people like Killmonger because they got the whole black message of what he's talking about, like rising up against your persecutors and things like that. But that whole way of doing it, you're gonna kill her. Like no, it's like that.
That goes against the character.
Goes too hard. Like I get where you're coming from because like I've thought about this earlier. Like in a world that has a Wakanda, that has basically this black utopia, that has all this power, that has all this technology, but yet you still allow all this pain and suffering to people that look just like you all around the world. You sat back and did nothing. I can see that frustration. I can imagine that type of frustration. But my thing wouldn't be to go and try to kill everyone. That just wouldn't be my thing. I get war. War is ugly. It's a very grayish area when you're kind of like say dominating a nation, or if you're taking over somebody. And the whole you think back to like Nat Turner, everything like some people see like Nat Turner, the slave revolt, Nat Turner,
Birth of a Nation.
Birth of a Nation.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, Birth of a Nation. So I mean, Birth of a Nation. He's a slave. He rises up. He kills all these plantation owners, but when he's not just killing the plantation owners, he's going in the house, he's killing the children, he's killing the wife, he's killing the baby, he's killing everybody. And so that goes is like, okay, you're going too far. It's like becomes evil.
I'm sorry, off topic.
It becomes murder instead of revolution.
Yeah. But then at the same time, it goes back to okay, so you leave that 10-year-old child, you leave that son, he rises up against you, and so it's just a messy. But that's just not the way you're gonna lead to peace. So that's not.
You was finna say off topic. What were you gonna talk about?
I like Birth of a Nation.
You said you don't? Okay.
No, but that's the mindset of Killmonger almost. It's basically like the slave rising up against his persecutors and everything. That's just like what that's the people that really support Killmonger will like Birth of a Nation, the whole Nat Turner revolution type thing.
I don't know.
That's the people that really support Killmonger support that whole Nat Turner revolution thing. Yeah,
but Nat Turner wouldn't kill his own people to get there though. He would. That's the thing. Killmonger has a joy of killing his own.
Joy killing his own people. But like what I mentioned earlier.
Point out which part of the movie you're talking about. Which part of the movie where he's killing his own people?
He didn't like that he killed his girlfriend.
That's one.
But no, he did say I've killed people on this country, on this.
I killed my brothers and sisters on this continent.
Yeah, I killed my brothers and sisters on this continent.
All this
he
just
did,
so I
or
could kill.
he would.
No, he said
that.
He said he did.
He said that with that dialogue. No, sorry, with that heavy ass exposition scene. By the way, all he had to do was pick it up and start fighting this way. Nah, let me give you a monologue right quick about how much I wanted to kill you.
Yes,
you know.
But he did say I've killed my own brothers and sisters on this continent. Yeah, he did say that.
So
okay,
what are you talking about?
He was talking about people on Africa or from Wakanda. He's just.
I mean, not people from Wakanda, but he's basically just saying he's killed black people in Africa.
Yeah, that's right. He's been all.
But
that's right.
Yeah.
A lot of people
That's
do.
what he's talking about.
Yeah, a lot of people do compare him to Magneto, though. Not only because both of them are named Eric, not only because
No coincidence.
you know, not only because both actors.
His real name is not Eric, so we will worry about that later.
Yeah.
Not to mention both actors. Both actors are also named Michael.
Huh.
So?
There's just many coincidences.
Okay, my middle name is Michael. It's a very popular name.
It's a very
Continue.
It's popular.
Who else is in the MCU with the name Michael, actor-wise?
I don't know.
Exactly.
We don't know.
That
Keaton.
still doesn't mean anything. It's not a
Yeah,
connection.
You did not help. You did not help.
There you go.
But anyway, but to go back with the comparison
Michael
between,
Keaton.
we established that.
No,
But-
I didn't hear.
Okay, it's okay. But to establish the comparison between Killmonger and Magneto is that they both want their people. They both want to lead their people.
He said, "Let my people go."
Yeah, but he still wants to lead them as well. But the only difference with Magneto is that he will not kill his own kind.
No, don't say he will not. He will kill other mutants. If you stand in his way and you fight against him,
You have to truly stand in his way, though.
I mean,
Killmonger, you just have to trip over his foot and he'll want to kill you.
But Magneto will kill other mutants. I mean, it's not like
it's hard to push it out. He would. Like Days of Future Past. We'll go to that.
I'm not talking about the movie stuff because movies get tamed down. But comic wise, he will kill other mutants without hesitation.
But again, they still have to get
like
truly in his way because you can't. Again, Brotherhood of Mutants. You're trying to bring that up to par, but you can't do that if you kill them, right? Or unless they want to go to Xavier School.
If you're not with his mission and you try to go against him, he has no qualms about killing you. He may give you a quick little look, brother. Join my side, or I will kill you. I don't want to join.
That's
you.
different. At least he gives him a choice. Killmonger does not. He's more like you should have been on my side before I even met you.
I feel like if you were to be on Killmonger's side, he wouldn't just. Well,
he still probably would kill you.
That's your girlfriend, but like but that was on his way to his goal. But once he's achieved his goal, once he's become the king and is running the army and things like that, I don't feel like he's doing all these things where I'm just trying to do anything to get to my goal. Because now you've gotten to your goal, you can just do your mission or do whatever you're trying to do.
You think he'll come back?
I mean, he comes back many times in the comic. Like dying is like his thing.
I know, but I don't see too many villains coming back from these Marvel movies at all.
Well, how does Killmonger come back in the comics?
The Altar of Resurrection.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he might come back. Right? You know Ryan Coogler can't do a film without Michael B. Jordan.
No. Whoa. Okay. I don't know if they're really going to bring that into the movies, though.
I mean, they could because with the whole thing of Wakanda with mysticism and things like that. I mean, it's not impossible.
But the same thing could have been with Iron Man because with the Makalon rings, which they never introduced back in the same.
With who?
The Makalon rings. With Mandarin and all that.
Oh, yeah.
They could have did that, and they did. So I'm thinking, who knows?
Well, I mean, they tried to fix it.
Yeah, Mandarin's supposed to still be out there, like the real Mandarin. Like, he's supposed to still be out there.
Yeah, I know, because that was Firebrand.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll ever get to that? Or?
No, even though that's Iron Man's main arch enemy. I don't think they will.
That trash of the Iron Man 3 movie should have been... Did y'all ever see... Well, this is going off, but it's still MCU. Mm-hmm. The Iron Man Extremis movie, the animated one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a perfect Iron Man 3 movie right there. If you would have just done that live action, that would have been a perfect Iron Man 3 movie. That's all.
Kind of like Batman Arkham Asylum to Suicide Squad?
I'm not super familiar with that, but...
There was an anime movie called Batman Arkham Asylum, which was around Suicide Squad.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
He was saying he agrees with you.
Okay.
So let me give my opinion on Killmonger real quickly. As far as Michael B. Jordan goes, you know how I feel about him. He did redeem himself in my eyes to this, although I'm still not too much a big fan.
From Fantastic Four.
And...
What else?
I forgot that he did that too, but honestly, I didn't...
That wasn't his fault, though. Fantastic Four was not his fault.
I wouldn't have...
He still accepted the role!
And that paycheck.
And I say the same thing about Creed.
No.
You didn't like him in Creed?
No, I don't like the Rocky Balboa movies. And
you don't like the Rocky
He was
franchise?
basically Creed in this movie, though.
I don't care.
He was just an angry
You already know
Creed.
I don't do sports films, and then I had to deal with this series itself, and then it was this guy. After he did Fantastic Four, I was like, "Are you serious?" Oh no.
But again, we're not gonna blame him.
I wonder how
Fantastic
many people have gotten to do 2 Marvel characters.
Huh?
Christopher Evans also.
Yeah, he did.
Who was he?
He was Human Torch
and
in the original Fantastic Four.
Does Deadpool
The one
count?
with Jessica Alba.
Yeah, Alfred Woodard. She was in
Civil War and
Civil War
Luke Cage.
and Luke Cage.
Who was she in Civil War?
She was someone that talked to Iron Man because about her son died.
In the elevator.
Oh,
actually,
I'm talking about a full-on character.
Yeah, well,
like a
yeah.
full-on
I know, right?
superhero.
But Paul Bettany, because he was.
But Chris Evans, Human Torch and Captain America.
But Paul Bettany T. Vision, he was Jarvis.
Okay,
The voice
yeah.
of Jarvis.
Yeah, Jarvis, and now he's Vision.
Well, that's
Jennifer-
the same character, though.
Jennifer Connelly, she was Betty Ross in Ang Lee's Hulk, and she's
The voice of
Ang Lee.
Veronica.
or what do you call her?
Veronica.
Karen
Karen.
in Spider-Man: Homecoming. That's kind of it. Anyway, but back to
Yeah, so
Panther.
I'm not a big fan of villains because I'm a goody. But
Villains make the hero.
not going over that.
I mean,
but
it is.
but
Otherwise, you get some guy running around.
for what it's worth, he was
get a
he
good
was
guy.
trying to. I understood why he was doing for what happened with his dad, and I saw him trying to do it in
For his hood.
for his dad's name, right? And growing up because of oppression, all that, right?
Mhm.
I just didn't really agree with his execution because I always felt like Lupita Nyong'o's character. What was her name?
Nakia.
I feel like that is the right way to do it, and that's what I liked. So there was
Yeah, she had the better mindset of like she had Killmonger's mindset of like, we're sitting here on our golden throne with all these atrocities happening around us. We need to do something, but her do something wasn't about let's go out and kill and take over the white people. Hers was basically like, okay, let's go out and educate and
and inspire
and support our people.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody bucks at us, I'll fight you back.
Right.
But I'm not just gonna go out starting no fights.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
the guy from Get Out. What was his character's name?
I just right when you said that.
Okay, his real name Daniel.
Wakabi. It was Wakabi.
Wakabi?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wakabi.
yeah.
Because I'm Wakabi. No. I just remember that scene.
Okay. I was talking to somebody about that, and I wanted to dive into his character for a second
How he turned on him
because
so easy.
Huh?
How he turned on him so easy.
exactly,
But he didn't.
No, he really
bro.
turned him too easy.
He's expressed his frustration.
He is depicted to be Black Panther's best friend in this movie. They may have
Is
not
he?
touched on him that hard, but that's what he is in this movie. He's Black Panther's best
we
friend.
wanted him to be his
Yeah.
best friend from his previous
But-
role as a really strong black character.
Here's the thing, though.
He was good friends with T'Challa. And then he had his father killed, and he was highly disappointed that his father over 30 years never did anything to
But
capture.
I also thought that he felt betrayed since he didn't know about Eric. That's why I thought he turned.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he be betrayed? See, I
Because-
can understand him
He
being
made
on
him a
Eric's
promise
side.
that he would bring home Claude.
Hold on.
For
Hey,
justice
I said
or
he slipped.
death.
I didn't say I failed. All right, if he's still alive, I'm gonna go back out there. My point is,
I get what you're saying with that.
like, you have to understand,
he
like,
went overboard too quick. Like, look, he got away. I'm not saying I'm gonna go back.
Fine, but they took care of that. That's the one aspect of the story they did cover. Like,
not
solid.
really. So, but here's the
Look, let me start to
Go
finish
ahead.
real quick.
Go ahead.
Start to finish. The contention is 30 years he didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? We stood by your dad. Blah 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 blah. That's the problem right there.
right.
Bam. The disappointment. I'm gonna take care of it. Blah blah blah. Come back. Didn't take care of it. You said you would. Sorry. That's where no. Actually, sorry. New king. It's me. Blah blah. All right. Go get him, bro. Do your thing. Come back. Didn't get him. What? Yeah. So
It was super quick.
It was quick for the amount of time spent
Yeah.
on screen.
Mhm.
It was quick, and you
But
want to
there's build
believe.
up behind that.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
There's really nothing wrong with
his
it.
on-screen build-up was not evidence. I totally understand people thinking it was short, but they did put tidbits to make it go in line. And in his eyes, when he said, for years you watched your dad, that was
Right.
all of that included.
The most important thing
T'Challa's
is it made
chance.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, all of that included T'Challa and his clan's chance to do things right. You know what I'm
But-
saying? And the fact that they didn't storm the throne room was also still him being in line. He just now stood behind the ideology he believed in. But he didn't do, when it came time for the war on the battlefield, that was his new boss. Like that, he had to go with that.
But he went super far on there. Like the fact that he even
didn't.
No. Even when he had to call out for the rhinos,
that was so you don't lose.
Yeah.
That's war
at
that
he didn't
point.
even have to do it at that point. And then even when T'Challa was on the ground, because Killmonger's out there doing something else. He's not even paying attention to T'Challa. It's like it's almost as it feels as if Wakabi is doing everything in his power to really kill T'Challa, and it's like, what about all that?
They didn't see but you brought that in there. Hollywood sold you on that hard. They succeeded, but they never showed any of that.
They never said they were like
what
some
part
best
of that
friends.
showed that they were
we're
best friends,
but we ain't like.
But did you really feel as if like I understand?
You did feel that way.
I understand. He is more for Killmonger only because of the fact that he brought Claw.
He's more for culture. He's more for
if he's more for culture, then he really should be with T'Challa. Because here comes Killmonger destroying the culture.
And that's why when his baby girl said, "We gonna do this," and he was like, "I don't want to do this, girl." That was his recovery right there.
When his Okoye, his
like
lover stopped her.
It seemed like he was going against Okoye
but
too.
He didn't.
It seemed like it though.
And then at the same time, that's why Okoye stayed to serve Killmonger.
How? Why you not
because
upset
she
with
was
her?
loyal to the
She was upset about it.
She was
upset, but she was gonna serve Killmonger because he was the right.
Real quick, how do you pronounce that actress's real name? Because she's on the Walking Dead. Denai?
Yeah.
Denai Gurani?
I forget her. I forgot it's with a G, but it's Denai. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God! On set though, I gotta Denai. She was going crazy with that spear. Like no, seriously.
She's had so much practice.
No. She had practice with the katana, but with the spear,
it's a weapon. Come on,
it's different. It's different training. Trust me.
I understand that. I do, but at the same time, I'm not surprised.
And I don't mean crazy. Like, oh, she cold with it. I mean, she would be hitting the stunt people. Hitting some of us, because when you train with these weapons, you break, you stop, but it's like when don't get in her way, because you will get hit with that thing, you will get punched, you might accidentally get kicked. Her control, she would just get overzealous in her character. She's very committed to her character, and so she would just kind of like when action would roll, you might actually get hit. So just keep your guard up.
How hard was the spear?
Oh, they were plastic. They were like,
nobody was in real danger.
Rubber. No, because like.
You got hit with a wiffle ball.
Yeah. No, one of the weapons that we had, I called it a Chishunga or something like that. It was like imagine like a ninja shuriken, like kind of like think of like a swastika blade.
Whoa.
Like a swastika like that. And then the handles on it.
Swastika?
Yeah, like
for visual.
Yeah, I know it's bad, but people can know what a swastika is. Just that kind of hook look like that, right? And then a handle, and so these are all little blades, and so it's hard plastic, and so it's pointed. So I mean, you could really actually hurt somebody, swinging that around. If you're in a fight scene,
but it would have been worse. It would have been worse if it was metal.
Obviously, yes, but I mean, if you're in a fight scene, not having control in a big group like that, that's why you train as a stunt person to control your weapons, control your swings. So you could hurt somebody with that. But yeah, she would get real wild with her spear, hit folks with it, and just
Yeah.
But
honestly, I don't really know if she stood out in this film because I just felt like she was just Michonne 2.0.
Well.
People talk about wanting to give her own film, like give a Okoye film. Yeah, Okoye.
Honestly, that's kind of awesome. But the person I liked the most was Suri, the little sister.
Shuri was cool.
Yeah, Shuri kind of had the spotlight every time they came.
She stole every scene she was in. Every scene she was in, I feel like she stole it. Man.
They did go.
Colonizer, she introduced that.
What about Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther? That's the one thing I don't hear the most about.
I hear a lot about it.
I hear more Killmonger. I hear more Shuri.
Honestly, you hear more Killmonger because you hear more about somebody actually doing their justice for the villain more than for the hero. You do hear that a lot. Like Heath Ledger.
Yeah, I'm about to say you get that line in like the Batman and the Batman.
No. That happens all the time. If a villain somehow nearly steals the show, they cater to that more.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about because of the fact that this is Black Panther. Wouldn't you think that you would hear a lot more about Chadwick?
We hear what we supposed to hear about Chadwick Boseman.
What did you think about him in this movie?
Yes, he was great.
It doesn't take away from what he did.
He was T'Challa and all that. No. He did the job.
His character was emotional. You could believe everything came out of his mouth.
He stayed in character like throughout being on set. Like when the cameras hit cut, he would still be in character. He would still have the accent.
I was just gonna ask that he still talk with an African accent.
Like he stayed in character the whole time on set.
What about Winston Duke as M'Baku?
That's the one you
You're
don't
the
like.
only one that.
Am I really the? Am I really the only
I didn't mind
one?
it. I didn't mind it.
Am I really the only one that's upset that there's 3 Black Panther villains in this movie, 2 of which died, and the other one wasn't even a villain? So
that's what I was going to say. I was like, he wasn't really that much of a villain. He was an antagonist at first, but
you can be upset about character use.
But see, at that point, it's like,
I feel you on that because, like, Black Panther really does only have 3 iconic villains. It's Claw, it's Killmonger, and it's M'Baku. Those are his 3 main villains.
I did tell
that's
that to
his
my
Joker, his Penguin, and his Riddler.
I did.
Right.
Okay, I did tell that to my trainer because my trainer asked me what other Black Panther villains could come up that they could use. I was like, there's others, but they're really not that.
You got the Serpent Society.
But you don't have to worry about them.
Doom.
Yes, but you don't have to worry about them because now Wakanda's out in the open, so he has a whole world.
Exactly.
Now.
But Doom is more for Fantastic Four.
Exactly, but yeah,
he came in.
But no, I'm reaching now because we're reaching. Your 3 people is gone.
We gotta
and with M'Baku, that really bugs me because that's man-ape. Here's a few things.
They wasn't gonna use man-ape though because
which is fine. That's fine, and I like how they still even threw in the
mask.
Yeah, to show that's man-ape and T'Challa has the Panther. That's cool. But for one, physicality wise,
he thought he was too skinny.
Compared to your Jabari, they are
honestly. Winston was a big guy. Like Winston was taller than all the Jabaris.
Not on camera, he didn't look that big, or maybe that's to me.
But
when you're looking at everybody else, like T Love.
Yeah,
he
was one of the Jabaris.
He was one of the Jabaris. He was actually in Walking Dead too. He didn't have like big speaking roles, but he was in there.
Okay.
With the governor, but what's his name? He was actually taller than all the Jabari. He was taller than all of them because
Winston.
Yeah, he was because Winston's like 6'6", 6 something.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's a tall dude. He's a tall dude.
And maybe that's supposed to add more to his menacing
and then
nature.
You saw when he stood up against with Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa and everything. You saw how he talked. Like
it's not even.
I'm 6'2". Chadwick we're about the same height. He was probably like maybe 6 foot 6'1".
It's not even about just the height. It's about the muscle. It's about the strength. It's also the delivery. It's just like I'm not scared of this guy whatsoever.
I don't think the point was to be scared.
No,
they probably didn't want a scary black guy.
Who's the villain in this again?
They probably didn't want a big scary black guy.
They
probably want a muscular, tone, aggressive black man. But not
actually say what you really want. They probably didn't want a scary dark skinned man.
Right.
But even if it's not the look and the physicality, it's still even the actions. The fact that he saved T'Challa in this movie, that just like that. It's
I didn't have an issue with that. It made sense to me.
No. You just don't get who the character is. That's like Joker.
I'm a Marvel fan. I know the character from the comics.
That's like.
In the comics, I don't think he would have ever M'Baku would have never saved T'Challa.
I understand that, but at the
probably
same time,
on his face in the comics.
Yeah, but at the same time, would T'Challa have ever spared him?
Yeah, T'Challa would have probably spared Man-Ape in the comic.
I don't.
But that's T'Challa.
But Man-Ape. I don't think he would have came into the challenge.
Huh?
I don't think he would have came to challenge either.
Who, Manny?
Yeah.
No, he does.
In the comics.
In the animated series, he comes to the challenge and loses and things like that.
Right.
Well, actually cheats and kills T'Chaka in the animated. That even in the cartoon, for him to kill T'Chaka, like that's villainous in itself because that's how much he wants the throne. But again, it's like in the film version. To me, it's like why even have the Jabari? Why does this have to necessarily be man-made? Why can't it be
might
just
set up
fiction?
something in the future?
Oh, it sets up Infinity War. You'll see.
Oh!
I can't wait.
It does. They left a lot of things.
As they should have.
They developed. They totally closed off the timeline and the storyline of Killmonger, but they developed.
Right.
I think
especially since this movie takes place 1 week after Civil War.
How do you know it's 1 week?
That's what
they say 1 week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because on the news reels they said, "Oh yeah, he's died." Just
right.
Yeah.
And then here comes Infinity War, which is 4 years after Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. That's according to the information that's coming out. That's what it says.
These times are so confusing.
Well, I know. That's what I said.
It takes time to travel across the galaxy.
And wait, let's say Infinity War happens
4 years after Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which took place, I think, a year after Guardians of the Galaxy 1. And
wait,
one was
are you talking about like in the cinematic timeline? Like,
yeah.
So Guardians of the Galaxy 2 takes place after Infinity Wars? And
No, 4
No.
years before Infinity War.
Before
Infinity War is 4 years after Volume 2.
Yes.
4 years after that?
That's what it was saying.
But he just pointed that out.
But also realize Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 was released back in 2014, and I'm thinking like they're trying to keep it as coherent as possible, because I said the same thing when Spider-Man: Homecoming came out, and they said it was 8 years after
the war.
No, the first Avengers.
Yeah.
But the first Avengers. How did I say this? They were trying to say that the first Avengers took place in 2009, but that movie was released in 2012. And yet here we are with Spider-Man: Homecoming 8 years later, and even Happy Hogan comes in saying that he had been holding that ring for proposal since 2008. And I was all like, oh, Lord, y'all are really trying to keep things present day without going too far. This is getting a tad bit convoluted.
That time travel gives you a headache.
But
They haven't even time travel yet.
to go back, what would y'all score Black Panther out of 10?
You know what I give it.
I give
11 out of 10.
Whoa, that's too high. Come on
No,
now.
I give it a good.
I
8 to
can't
9
do that
around
because
there.
honestly, I didn't like it more than I liked the first Avengers, and probably not more than Civil War. But it
I like
still
the
is.
first Avengers, yeah.
But it's still one of my movies, one of my many Marvel movies. I give a 10 to.
So it's 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Perfect. Flawless. Amazing.
First of all, I've already told you that 10 out of 10 doesn't mean flawless. What it really means is that any of the negatives are just small and minute that they really shouldn't count.
I get
Like,
that. I can
like,
respect
like
that.
how people grade, like how people,
I mean,
like people might have
perfect.
grades
Nobody's
on a
always
curve.
really gonna be perfect.
Yeah, it's always little nitpicky things, but I mean, I would say a good solid 9 or like 8.8. But yeah, a good solid 9.
What's with y'all and these decimals?
They matter.
What about
No,
you,
no.
Stephon?
Because I give it a strong, powerful 8.5.
8.5.
Yes, untouchable.
Untouchable.
Won't
8.5.
waver.
You still get that 1.5 in order to touch.
Well, I'm only now running across the 10 scale that doesn't say it's perfect, but says
I've always
enough,
thought that, but I've
gonna
never
add
actually
that.
heard it. But yeah, I've always felt that same way though. Like a 10, just because you give something a 10 doesn't mean it's perfect. It's just that the little things that
perfect.
The
Your
fun
came up.
factor, the enjoyment, just your enjoyment, not the grading of the movie, but how much you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thank you, X-Play, 'cause that's where I got this idea from.
I could say, as enjoying the movie, I could say there wasn't much more.
Enjoying the movie, I say 10.
There wasn't much more room for enjoyment, so I could even bump it up to a 9 for that.
And you?
8 out of 10. Solid 8. I enjoyed it. There's still some flaws. CGI. Action scenes were pretty cool, especially the Fast and Furious scene. That's the Fast.
What?
You know that's the Fast and Furious.
I don't know, so whatever.
In I call that the Fast and the Furious scene in Korea.
South
With
Korea.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, I don't know,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
would never say that anyway.
Especially in IMAX. I don't know if you've seen it in IMAX or
No.
like the aspect ratio.
I
It
kinda-
widens. Ryan Coogler. You know, he just
The film was good, and it's because I kind of had like my fantasy version of the film. I'm sure everybody here always knew that Wesley Snipes tried to do Blade like back in the 90s and everything.
Tried to do Blade.
Yeah, I mean not tried to do Blade.
Tried to do
Black
Black
Panther.
Panther.
Black Panther. He tried to do Black Panther before he actually did Blade. Ended up doing Blade, and then tried to come
Blade
back
worked
around.
for him.
Yeah, Blade worked for him. He tried to come back around and do Black Panther.
Yes, there was 3 movies.
No,
They
I
have
was
a cult
agreeing. I was
following.
agreeing. It wasn't a question. I'm sorry.
I'm agreeing.
Sorry, that sounded like
It was a
sarcastic.
soft agreement. Like it did.
But like when this one came out, I'm sure a lot of people probably thought like Michael Jai White would actually be a real good Black Panther. People talk about maybe the acting wise.
it would be a good man-ape.
I think he'd have been a good Black Panther. Like showing the actual fight scenes that I had an issue with, he could definitely portray
Because he is an actual martial
because
artist.
he is an actual martial artist. Like this is going off of the actual Black Panther film. Like say, did you ever see the Reginald Hudlin animated series Black Panther one? Did you ever see it? Did you ever see it?
I don't think so.
I don't think I know what you're talking
It-
Oh, wait a minute. The one with Jill Scott was voicing it as
Yeah,
well?
Jill Scott.
Okay, I
and,
know about it, but I didn't watch it. What
Yeah,
about
it was actually it was an animated series on BET. I think it only aired in like the UK.
Oh.
No, it aired here, but way later,
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
UK and late at night. And it only has
Yeah.
6 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it on my phone here.
I didn't take it
Ooh, I
seriously.
need to be able to. I need to see
Yeah,
it.
but that would have been a good Black Panther story right there because it showed kind of the history of Black Panther, and I felt like you could have had kind of everybody that you wanted in the movie. Like Chadwick Boseman still could have been the main Black Panther. You could have had in that movie you had what was his name? I forget his name, but Azuri. Yeah, he was the Black Panther during World War I. So that was basically his grandfather. So you could have you could have had Azuri be
something like that. Okay.
yeah, something like so, kind of showing the ascension. So like Azuri could have been Jamin Hansu because everybody kind of really wanted Jamin Hansu as a Black Panther. That could have been Azuri, Jamin Hansu.
The one guy from Never Back Down?
Never Back Down. And what else?
Blood Diamond.
Blood Diamond, yes. And then you would have had Wesley Snipes.
He was already in Guardians of the Galaxy though, right?
He was
already in that.
Yeah,
so he couldn't even.
But yeah, this
We're
is
just saying.
this is my fantasy Black Panther casting. My fantasy Black Panther casting. So you would have Djimon Hounsou as Azuri, the World War II Black Panther that would have met, Captain America would have interacted with the Nazis, basically, which was T'Chaka's father. Then you would have Wesley Snipes as T'Chaka, because I don't know, it was kind of just hard for me imagining. I don't know that actor's name that played T'Chaka, the older one. It was just hard for me to envision.
No. The dad.
The dad. The dad. I don't know.
The eye.
You want me?
With the eye.
You want me to look it up real quick?
No, it's all good. It's all good.
We better wrap this up.
But it was hard to imagine him as T'Chaka. So Wesley Snipes as T'Chaka in that animated series. After T'Chaka dies, T'Challa doesn't take up the mantle of Black Panther right away. His brother Cian takes up the mantle. So that would have been Michael Jai White, and then Chadwick Boseman's character comes back and becomes Black Panther. So that way you would have had all these lineages of Black Panther, and it kept the story flowing. If you go back and watch that animated series,
I was about to say that would have been a completely different way to tell the Black Panther movie, and I would say I wouldn't mind that one bit, because they could have preserved the Killmonger storyline and still used him in
Black Panther rearrange the story. Who knows?
Really?
He could.
I mean, no, honestly, and then
I'm just saying that would have been useful
to go just into the real, just like Black Panther lore.
Yeah, because they still didn't really go deep into Black Panther history at all.
They could have mentioned Bashinga. Bashinga was the character that you see in the first part of the movie that Bass comes to. That's the Panther god that Bass comes to, and that unites all the tribes. That character's name is Bashinga. He's the first Black Panther, and I felt it would have been done a little justice to say, Bashinga, the warrior king.
Mm-hmm. And they could have did some actual Black Panther history.
That lore would have brought it out, but
Well, we might get it in the future.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Now, before I say goodbye to you, gentlemen, a couple things. One, can you give us any insiders on Infinity War, something that we can prepare for in just a couple months?
Wakanda will be in it.
We know that.
Yes.
He messed some inside stuff that we didn't know. My trainer wants to know if anybody big is going to die.
Oh, we can't.
I can't talk about
it. I just want a yes or no. I just want a yes or no.
You'll never work again.
I just want a yes or no.
I can't. I can neither confirm nor deny anything like that.
Deny involvement
without the secretary
being present.
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that. But Black Panther and Wakanda will play a good role in Infinity War. I had a good time working on that project. It's so funny that Marvel had the forward-thinking thought to bring those warriors back, those same actors back from Black Panther, instead of just going and casting a whole new. Because a lot of times they don't think about that when it comes to like the non-principal.
They did plan Marvel's got that.
Like I was like, really?
Solid.
They better stay on this planning route, and everything better be the bomb.com.
Because why go through training all these new people again to like when you already have a group that already knows what's up. The costumes already fit us, so like
storyboard guys,
just bring us back.
Okay. All right. Well, that was that, and then I want to also ask everybody where can these good people find you? I'm pretty sure we'll see y'all back for Infinity War when that comes out, right?
I will be in Black Panther 2 also.
Are you gonna play a role this time, like a major role?
I'm just gonna have a bigger contribution.
They have
confirmed that there will be a sequel.
Come on.
I'm just saying they haven't said yes or no. I want a release date. That's what I say.
I'm confirming a trilogy over
February 2019.
Yeah, February 2019. Yeah, right. That's when New Mutants comes out. Come on now.
Yeah, they confirmed it. And
did you say ill?
Yeah, I'm not excited for that. I'm ready for them to reboot this franchise and just a whole new slate of X-Men, a whole new slate of actors in X-Men.
Cloak and Dagger.
I was about to say that is the new X-Men.
So, I mean, but perfect timing with post Phase 3. Like this could be while everybody takes a back seat, like Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, whoever is not really that important. This is a good time to introduce new characters such as a rebooted X-Men series. And
even though that has nothing to do with the MCU.
No, I'm saying bring them into the MCU.
Bring them into the MCU?
Yes,
I would love that. But okay.
But anyway,
keep the train going.
I will see y'all for when the Infinity War comes out. Like, hopefully y'all will come back to talk about. That's going to be a whole lot longer than what this is.
I
this
bet.
vlog itself.
Especially with me being here, I have to go into every character one at a time.
We'll be back in the basement again. We're gonna be on the couches then.
Nah, I'm just gonna have more stuff around to make it feel Avengers. Like you wear what you wearing today.
Oh
please.
yeah, hey, did y'all the jacket? Let me turn that over.
The hat.
But again,
What's the hat?
Stephon, let's start with you. Where can these good people find you? Let them know.
They can find me on Das Internet on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
theidealtopaz.com, and that is the ideal topaz, both .com and Instagram handle.
Cool. I'm gonna put that in the link in the description. What about you, Rabon? Where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook and you can find me on Instagram. My name Rabon Hutcherson Hutcherson on Instagram. You just type my name in, but it's Rabon, the future Oscar winner.
And you got
_
You got more projects coming out too, right? To look at, like Nicole the movie or something like that.
Oh yeah, Nicole the movie. Got a couple auditions coming up and stuff like that. And yeah.
All right. What about you, Kevin?
You can find me on Facebook at Kevin Ware Jr. That's it.
Why did that look so painful to say?
I'll tell you later.
He's probably gonna say Kevin probably saves the world.
Oh, okay. All right, but again, guys, thank y'all for coming to talk about Black Panther. I think we talked about some things I haven't heard other people talk about. So, but
because I'm here.
Original content.
Yeah. So, again, thank y'all. I'm gonna see all y'all either soon or when Infinity War comes around.
Indeed.
So, all right, y'all. Y'all have a good night or day or whatever time.
Whatever. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.